We had a party here all day at the, you can see behind us at the Brinkles Farm and Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, you know, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, you know, but. We noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, you know, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on. You know, we're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes?
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes?
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
Binoculars.
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place. Had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
It's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
No, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure. No, I mean, it was a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it.
No, sure. But a high velocity weapon.
It was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, right. Absolutely.
So how do you process what you've just seen?
I don't know what to say, man. I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out to police and Secret Service is crawling up the roof.
Were you outside the security perimeter?
Yes, right there by that tree. Yeah. We were outside the security perimeter. But my question is, there's only a few buildings around here. Why is Secret Service not on every building here?
Well, there's a whole bunch of questions, I think, that are going to come.
There's a whole bunch of questions.
I'm at the Trump rally and somebody just started shooting. What just happened? Oh my God. Go. Bridget! You're with me.
I start making my way into the middle of the audience and trying to get to the back so I can exit the field. And that's when the bullets had gone off. What I witnessed was surreal and devastating. I watched as the crowd of people up front started rushing and roaring towards me. I watched mothers shield their children from bullets. I watched husbands jump on their wives. I watched elderly people struggle to leave fast enough. Some of them practically gave up and decided, I'm just going to wait here because I can't get out right now. That's not okay. No family should experience what that just happened. And it's heartbreaking to me to know that so many of those parents now have to go home and explain to their children what they just witnessed, because there were children in that audience. I saw the president go down. And I saw people flying out the sides to the back. It was a I'm gonna stop it there, actually. I don't wanna, I'm gonna get emotional. So there is so much misinformation being spread about this online from both sides of the aisle. People claiming that it was staged, or people claiming that this was an inside job. I'm telling you, this was real. The horror and the pain was real. The tier of people behind the president is being used right now as a point of proof that, oh, those people behind the president didn't run away. They didn't run away in fear. So clearly this is an inside job. No, the people behind the president possibly knew the president and were staged there. They were on a tier. They were blocked in with people in front of them, behind them, to their left and to their right. And there was nowhere for them to go, and they were blocked off by bars on the side. So all that they did, all that they could possibly do, is take out their phone, document what was transpiring at the time, and just pray that a bullet doesn't find them. But this was real. What's important to recognize is that gun violence isn't a red issue, nor is it a blue issue. And while we all have our politics, at the end of the day, we are Americans. And for me, I'm a Pennsylvanian, and the folks in the audience were Pennsylvanians. This is our home. We don't want this on our doorstep. We have a Congress with a Democratic Senate and a Republican House that should be ready and willing to work together to deliver some actual change for the first time in decades. And hopefully this is an awakening for them, because it's about dang time something gets done.
We lost a fellow Pennsylvanian last night, Corey Comperatore. I just spoke to Corey's wife and Corey's two daughters. Corey was a girl dad. Corey was a firefighter. Corey went to church every Sunday. Corey loved his community. And most especially, Corey loved his family. Corey was an avid supporter of the former president and was so excited to be there last night with him in the community. I asked Corey's wife if it would be okay for me to share that we spoke. She said yes. She also asked that I share with all of you that Corey died a hero, that Corey dove on his family to protect them last night at this rally. Corey was the very best of us. May his memory be a blessing.